The Battle of Jutland fought between the British Grand Fleet and the German High Sea Fleet in 1916 was the largest naval battle of World War I. In this brief documentary, we will talk to the admirals of both sides and get an in-depth description of what happened.
Hi, my name is Kai Frank. Today we have the privilege to interview Admiral Reinhard von Scheer of the German Navy and Admiral Jellicoe of the British Royal Navy and learn what really happened on May 31st, 1960. Admiral Reinhard von Scheer, what was your plan in trying to challenge the British Royal Navy and their massive force?
Well, my plan was to use Admiral Franz Hipper's scouting group of 5 modern battle cruisers to save Sir David Beatty's battlecruiser squadron into the path of our main fleet.
Thank you. Little did Admiral Scheer know, the British were able to decode the Germans' radio messages. Now let's talk to Admiral Jellicoe and see what they did with their info. Admiral Jellicoe, please tell us what you did with that information you intercepted.
Well, we were able to decode the German messages, and I quickly ordered the British Grand Fleet to sea, under the cover of darkness, to avoid any waiting German submarines.
Good to know. Now after Admiral Jellicoe and Admiral Scheer's fleets began to exchange gunfire, Admiral David Beatty of the British Royal Navy and his 52 ships raced to join Jellicoe and the rest of his fleet. Beatty then came in contact with Franz Hipper's forces, causing the British even more problems. Let's talk to a former Marine to know what it was like that day under heavy German gunfire. Tell us what it was like that day.
Well, we were just cruising along after we left Scorp afloat, and we came in contact with Franz Hipper and his forces. He only had 40 ships while we had 52, but all this haze everywhere gave us terrible visibility, and the Germans had a slight advantage due to the sun.
Now, Marine, did any good men die that day?
Well, our battle cruiser, the Indefatigable, sunk after 5 hits. Due to a magazine explosion, it killed more than 1,000 men, and they were all good men.
Did you know any of them?
Knew every single one of them.
Were your brothers?
They were like my brothers.
Marine, thank you for your service and all you did that day.
You're welcome. God bless.
With Hipper and Beatty exchanging gunfire, Admiral Scheer arrived, making matters worse for Beatty and his fleet. I'm sorry. Where was I? Oh yes. He realized this and commanded his German forces to turn north. Let's talk to John Jellicoe and see what his reactions were after his decisive move by the Germans. Admiral Jellicoe.
Yes.
What did you do when Scheer and his forces fled?
Well, I was scared that Scheer was trying to lead us into a submarine trap or minefield, so I ordered my ships not to follow.
So what did you do?
I headed south instead, hoping to intercept Scheer on his home journey.
And did you intercept him?
We met again, but this time against Admiral Hipper's forces. And after 20 minutes, Hipper and the rest of his German forces left.
And what did you do then?
Once again, I decided not to follow the retreating ships in fear of being led into a trap.
Thank you for your service.
Even I mustache.
Now, after Jellicoe refused to follow Admiral Franz Hipper and his retreating fleet, Admiral Scheer of the German army immediately declared victory based on the amount of ships destroyed. The British had 6,100 casualties, while the Germans only had 2,550. Jellicoe was criticized for his cautiousness, but he claimed it was needed in order to protect the size of his giant fleet. The Battle of Jutland was the biggest naval battle of World War I, and to all the men who served with loyalty and bravery, we dedicate this film to you. Thank you, and God bless.